Welcome back to Key Talk Media. This is your host, Key Talk. Check it out, man. All right. I want to give a shout out to Notification Gang, Key Talk Gang, even though they're really the same thing, for rocking with me every single video. If you listen to my voice right now, go and like the video, hit the notification bell so you get a notification every single time I drop a video. Anyways, the same old. Another rapper inside of a contract that he failed to realize was a perpetual servitude type of contract, which at least that's what it seems like, because even though young talking about Offset is paid millions of dollars to be able to own all the rights to his music, you know what I mean, to pretty much own himself, to get out of the contract that he was inside of with QC, pretty much Offset paid all that money. He thought that he owned everything, so he then went on to release some projects, you know what I'm talking about, and a project that he released, he didn't give QC his credit. Now you know, big bad QC popped up like, why my name not on the credits, boy? In which Offset pretty much looked at him and was like, hold up. I done paid millions of dollars to get outside of that contract that I was inside of. I ain't just slave no more now. I ain't just slave no. I done paid my money to be a free man. Now you know. So pretty much, you know what I'm talking about, they filed a lawsuit on him pretty much saying that, hey man, listen, I done paid millions of dollars to get outside this contract. I don't want to be paying Buddy no more money of my money because I'm outside of the contract, in which QC doubled back with his own, you know what I'm talking about, lawsuit after that lawsuit to say, no. He had a secret clause inside of his contract. It ain't my fault if he didn't read it or not. It's inside of that contract, and I'ma need what's mine. Anyways, hold up. Let me go ahead and just read y'all the documents where it pretty much breaks everything down. It starts out by saying, last year Offset sued his former label Quality Control over ownership of his solo music. Then things began to get nasty when P. Thomas of QC commented on a lawsuit saying, the last lawsuit filed publicly and dismissed quietly. Let's see how this one go. That's pretty much saying that, you know, that's speaking on the lawsuit that Offset actually filed against him. And then he continued and said, being too real for all this lame, everyone knows the real problem, in which Offset fired back and said, niggas act like I'm the problem. I paid millions to get my rights back. You blackball me. I ain't said one time, homie. I ain't spoke to you in 2 years. Now I drop and you want your name on the credit. And obviously when he wants that name on his credit, that means he wants some paper from the new projects that, you know, Offset's trying to drop now that he's outside of that contract actually. Anyways, and then it goes on to say, then since the report surfaced, nothing, Quality Control filed a motion requesting that the lawsuit against him be from the Migos rapper be dismissed. So he didn't file a counter lawsuit. He just requested that the lawsuit that Offset actually filed against him, to make sure he don't get no credits on it, nothing like that, be dismissed. And here's the standing for that claim. He said the suit filed by Offset was to prevent the label from making money off his solo releases, like Code, one of the projects he released, and 54321, another little project he released. The reasoning behind the request from QC found the label alleges that Offset breached legal agreements, which included a confidential clause after an argument online. So pretty much, who knows who started the argument? You could think QC did it publicly because, you know, Offset is that he didn't say nothing for like 2 years, then he came out and said that. But anyways, any little thing that he went out and said online was a breach of a confidential clause with inside of that contract. That's why it's important for the rappers to read like the contracts, or else, you know, that's why they end up in all these bad deals. They don't really read the contract, they just be signing. Anyways, the Migos rapper noted he and Quality Control came to an agreement in January 2021 so that he could get the rights to his solo music. However, QC's dismissal request found them saying because Offset is not the owner of recordings he has made or continues to make with Motown or on after January the 15th, 2021, including the recordings 54321 and Code, Offset lacks standing to bring this action. And then it continues and says, the label then mentioned that Offset broke a confidentiality provision in their agreement, saying that the rapper revealed the terms of the settlement agreement in complaint and in social media posts. Stay tuned for more updates. So, man, what this pretty much sounds like to me is, you know, whenever Pusha T had said, you signed to one, you get assigned to another, you get assigned to another, because pretty much they said, because Offset is not the owner of the recordings, even though he's paid to get outside of his contract, I guess they're talking talking about just his contract with QC itself, because of course QC is under like another bigger label. So it says because Offset is not the owner of recordings he has made or continues to make with Motown, so obviously they probably signed a Motown as well, on or after January 15, 2021, including the recordings filed for 321. So pretty much they're just saying that, hey man, his whole lawsuit he's trying to put out, saying that we don't get any credits, is just invalid, because although he may have bought out of one contract, he's still not a boss. He's still a subservient to something of some sort. Yes, he may be a millionaire, he may got money, but he's still subservient to somebody. Anyway, so how do y'all feel about this, man? Do y'all feel like, talking about the Migos, of course, with all the hit records they put out, Raindrop, Drop Top, with all the hit records they've put out, that they deserve to have their freedom as individuals, or it is what it is. Talking about you sign a contract, you got to live by them contracts and eventually die by them contracts. Let me know some. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this entire ordeal. I'm out.